Welcome to this video. We play against someone who is also a provisional rating, so he might be much stronger. What do we do? Do I want to risk something, I wonder? Like playing f4? Let's play normal stuff. So we attack e5 and he will most likely defend the pawn with his knight. I play the Italian game, and now the question is if I should try before. It's very sharp. But let's play normally. So maybe knight f6. I try to get the square d4, so he can't jump with a knight to d4 anymore. I can regroup. I maybe need to take care about this move. Let's play h3. So he can't move the bishop or the knight to g4 anymore. I want to wait with castling because maybe I can attack him here. Okay, so he opens up the position, so I don't want to castle long anymore. I think I just take here on d5. So I could take, and the other option is to play bishop b5, and if he takes here, I take there. He can't take because the bishop is pinning the knight. So here, and I'm threatening to take on c6, but my pawn on d3 is also loose. I'm not sure. Problem is with taking here, the pawn on d3 is a little bit lame on d3. But anyways, I think I castle and then put rook on the e file, attacking e5. Maybe this is also an idea. Or here, and then queen here, attacking here and here. Is it over ambitious? I have b4 and b5 to win the pawn on e5. Let's do this. Pawn is a pawn, and it's a very valuable central pawn as well. Wow, did not see this. So he can play, and then he wins the rook on a8. So I have this intermediate move maybe. He can't play f6 because of the pin. And now if I take, plays this, I take, he takes back, I can just move the knight. Yeah, but what about knight d2 here? He can win the b4 pawn, that's true, but I have a piece for 2 pawns, and his queen is under attack as well, because I play knight f3 now. Attacking the queen, attacking the pawn. Oh, I'm stupid. Why didn't I play bishop e7? It's too late. What a pity. Okay, let's play rook e1. Attacking the pawn. And if he plays rook e8, do I have queen b3? If I play queen b3 now, he can play knight a5, attacking the queen and the bishop. I don't want this to happen. Maybe I should regroup the knight here. I like this. And the bishop might go to c5 later on. Maybe I can move my queen to h5 also. Queen is not that active on d1. I'm happy with my position. But despite being material down, black has no weaknesses at all. His pawns are very nicely placed. I have a weak pawn here. Okay, but can I play 94 now? Maybe he plays queen here. But do I have bishop e7? Huh. I need to take care that he takes here, and later on he can play f5 to kick my knight away and the bishop is loose. So I'm afraid I have to give up my beautiful bishop on c4. If I play queen, he takes, bishop e6, I take here, f5 again. I'm not convinced. So what to do? He also threatens take on h3, I see. Ha! That's not that easy. So let's say I play bishop e7. No. Ha! You know what? I play h4. So I protect the bishop another time. And maybe I can play even h5. And I avoid taking him the pawn here. So is h5 good? No, I don't think so. So let's take here. Pawn on c4 is weak. So maybe bishop e6. doesn't want to play bishop e6, okay. What now? Maybe bishop to b4. Just needs to take care. The bishop is not protected. That there is no double attack later on, maybe. Let's assume I move the pawn here. Let's say he plays bishop g4 and f3 and something like that, and there might be a check and I lose the bishop, so I need to take care of this. Here I thought just playing knight g3. Want to keep the knight around my king because there are not that many pieces protecting the king right now. Maybe I should play queen h5. I didn't understand bishop f5. Whew, okay. I want to keep the pawn on c4. And therefore I play rook c1 to protect the pawn. And now the question is what to do with my queen. You know, I don't want to force the queen to a better square, like c6 or b6. And I mean, my king is safe, I guess. So maybe I should try to attack him somehow on the queen side. Attacking a7. I have an eye on the rook, so maybe ideas like this as well. I wonder how strong it is for him to move his pawn to e3. So maybe I should play bishop here. The bishop is not good on b4. I like the bishop to be on e3. Or do I provoke him to play f5, which is good? Don't know. Or is it better to move the bishop to c3 later? So to consolidate, I have also the idea to play this. Take. I can't take because the queen is protecting. Okay, but this and then maybe. Well, it doesn't protect because I can play h5. Okay, so my idea is this. Okay, if he wants to go to h7, maybe I should play the move now. Yeah, why not? The queen can't go to any of those squares because I would exchange the queen on c6. So he needs to go to f6, and f6 I think is not that good. Now the bishop is not protected. Unfortunately, the queen protects the rook now. Let's do this. I'm willing to give up the h4 pawn. Let's say something like this, and you can later push and take the h5 pawn. Yeah, this was a situation I meant. Now I play h5. You can play queen g4, and I have knight e4. You can win the pawn, but maybe this is even stronger here, I don't know. Rook d3 now. I mean, this was my idea anyways, right? This is working. You can play b5 maybe. I take. He takes, I take. a6 pawn is ready to promote. The rook is hanging, but he can maybe sacrifice on g3, you know? So my idea is not to take here. He can't take because rook. So if I play this, he might take here, and I take with the rook, and I have a great position. Bishop is loose. I need to take care about this if he pushes the e-pawn. But maybe best for him is to play b5, just to block this and attacking my queen. So this. Then I can take on d8. If he takes my queen, I have this check. He plays here, I have this check. I think this is good. Here, here, here. And then I just retreat my knight. And I also can maybe take. He takes on B. You know, if he takes, let's say this, and I take here, he takes here, I take there, then the rook again is hanging. Maybe he needs to play this. I don't like that much because he might be very strong on the king's side here to attack me. Yeah, so here I wanted to play this move. What's going on? So I have several options. I can here, but he will take. Then I take on e5. You know, I like the most to take here, I guess. He will take there. I will take on c7, taking here as well. The bishop is protecting everything there. Well, I have 7 minutes, so let's dive a little bit deeper into the position. So candidate moves I might consider to play are knight e4, because the knight is attacked. Taking here. What else? Here. Yeah, but I think, or is this maybe also good? Because he takes here, my queen can join. Party. Okay, so if I play knight e4, he can't move his queen, because then I just win easily. So he needs to take, I need to take, then he needs to take back. I take on e5, and what's the position like? He has 2 pawns, 3 pawns, 4, 5, 6. But this one is under attack. And I have just like 5 pawns. But he doesn't have that many chances, so maybe it's not that bad. Here, here, here. Does he have an intermediate move? Maybe rook, no, it doesn't work. So he needs to take back. Okay. Can I do something then? No, I need to take there. He has 6 pawns and the rook. I have the rook, the bishop, and 5 pawns. I also attack his pawn here. What will he do? He might go rook d2 to attack a2, and his pawn might be strong. But I will take here this pawn and threaten to take play h6, winning easily. Okay, this is maybe, but he has some chances. What else? I take here, he takes here. I give a check. He goes here or here. I take there. Well, I don't know that my king is... I play this. I mean, I have 4 minutes, so... It looks quite good here, the knight. Yeah, this was a variation I was talking about. So now maybe rook d2 or rook here, okay. And I take on g5 next. I even have a3. I didn't consider a3 before. So here I wanted to take on g5, and if he takes on a2 I play h6, but why not a3? He's totally paralyzed. Now this, he can win the pawn on c4 maybe, but this shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, this was my calculation so far. Okay, with the rook on a2. So now I can win the g7 pawn, and this should be winning. Because then after taking here, I play bishop f8, rook h5, rook h8, and my pawn promotes. And this is why he resigns. Yeah, great game. Thanks for watching.